Hi, welcome back, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. I am so sorry for not keeping in touch all this while. In a different video, I'm going to explain what I've been up to. But for today, I just want to say something. So it's not a lot about being popular or trying to follow the trend or whatever it is. But a lot of us would have heard by now that the UK government have put some sort of ban on immigration, like migrants coming in, students on a student visa coming in with their dependents, and of course, just for master's programs, not for research. So if you're coming for research, I think it's a bit different. But for those of us that are planning to come in January or September 2023, for now, the news is that you can't come with your family. Well, uh, honestly, right? If we're being honest, like, let's try not to be sentimental about this news. Because for me, I see, okay, so it's not about me trying to be insensitive now, but about the reality of how things are. A lot of people who moved to the UK with their families expected in like 3 weeks they would have gotten jobs, and then the husband, or I mean the dependent who is allowed to work full time, would have gotten a job and would be paying the bills while the other one is going to school. While, like, I know, like, a lot of people came in with those hopes and all that. But the reality on ground is there are people who have come into the UK and have not been able to work for months. Like, they are behind on payments of bills, they are behind on, I mean, they are literally at the verge of being destitute. Like, for, like, you leave your home country and then you come into the UK with expectations that everything will just be smooth sailing, and everything will just be like, for some of us who have kids that belong to activities like swim club, ballet, all those other activities that were very easy to access from our home country, Nigeria. And we expected when we come to the UK, it's just going to be like, it's just gonna connect and everything. Some of us are still on waiting lists. Some people didn't get even, some people have not even registered for the GP 6 months later. And I feel like if the UK government is coming out to say, okay, we've gotten a very, very high number of dependents coming into the UK through the study route, and okay, they are seeing they should maybe halt on that. I feel like it's not about taking sides, or it's not about being insensitive, but honestly, the reality of things is that it's time for that to happen. I'm trying not to be emotional about it, but for a lot of people who have been in the UK, they would attest to the realities on ground, that it's not as easy as getting your bag and coming into the UK. It takes, apart from the planning and the, I don't want to say wishful thinking, but what you expect will be the norm. We've had people come in here resigning from well paying jobs, and they get to the point where they can't even afford food on their table. So, like I said, let's not be sentimental. This is a good and a bad thing, and we should accept it. And then for those coming in, please do your research. If you're coming in with children, check the nearest schools. And yes, there's so many videos that will come. The best schools. Yes, they have a ranking of schools. There are rankings of schools in the UK, and if you have a high flying child that you don't want that thing, like, that's the zeal or the passion to study and excel to go down, you need to research to be sure that the activities your children enroll in are available wherever you're going to stay, being that everything is done like on a catchment zone kind of basis. Like I said, many videos to come, but I'm just passionate about this one, and I try not to be sentimental about certain things. Please do your research. Do your research. And like I said, this announcement is both a good and a bad thing. Well, good in the sense that the government is accepting the reality on ground that they don't have enough to cater for the number of people that are coming in, and bad for those people who want to come in and cannot come in with their families. Meanwhile, please check other countries. There's also Netherlands. I hear they've opened their borders to immigrants. Check. There are so many other countries. It doesn't have to be the UK. It sounds easier, but trust me, do your research. Do your research. I'm sorry if I sound so emotional. This is NSA Reels. We're keeping it real. I love you. See you soon with the video on where I have been. I'm sure you figured it out by now. Mwah. Love you.